How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. Let's share this video so we can start. It's a really interesting live feed that we're about to give you guys as the situation gets more critical, as it is a border crisis. And people need to understand, and basically, the government of the United States of America needs not only to not understand, but also they need to be transparent, and ultimately they need to say the truth. That is the number one thing about particularly what is going on in our borders. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Boys News. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless my country of Mexico, my city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. God bless every single one of you. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining this live feed. Breaking news information. It's not breaking news. It was yesterday, but we forgot to put those videos up, and I think that I think that I made a quite a mistake on not giving you guys, the information at that particular moment, that it was extremely important. But it's breaking news for everybody. A caravan of 300 people arrived to basically the port of entry at Tapachula in Guatemala. This has a continuous factor due to the fact that, again, I will say it for the 28,000th time, because of Joe Biden saying that he was going to open the border. So we will play some clips. I got apparently like 8 to 10 clips of videos of these migrants arriving to the south door of Tapachula with Guatemala. It is something that is difficult. It is something that is hard to see. People basically, arriving on this crisis that is a horrible crisis. And that is something that is practically, has been categorized by Jen Psaki as a challenge. Kids being trafficked and kids being used, and also the necessity of migrants, and this necessity that is occurring right now in our city of Chaparral. For the second time in 2018, it occurred with the first caravan arriving in the downtown area, and now again to the Chaparral. So it's the second time that we had this crisis of migrants right here in our city. And it is just, it's not categorized. It's for Jen Psaki is categorized as a challenge. For God's sake, my God, holy cow! And for us that we live over here, for Mexican citizens, it is categorized as a crisis, because we know that it is a crisis. This is what is happening right now in the port of entry of Tapachula with Guatemala. That is something that basically has been proven time after time after time after time, that it is something horrible that is occurring right there at the particular part of Tapachula. But it's proven that people are going to continue to arrive. This is 300 people that arrived a couple days ago to the border of entry of Tapachula. Clip 1 right here. Let me play clip 1. Let me just get my bearings together right here with clip number 1. Yes, clip number 1, I think it is. Yes, clip number 1. Right here. It's a 10-second clip, so I got a lot of small clips. But for you to give you a glimpse of how the situation in the south door of the border and how it's going to continue, is going to get bad. It's going to get bad and bad and bad as migrants are going to continue to arrive because their purpose is to go all the way to the border. This is outside of the installations of ACNUR, the Commission International of Refugees. This is basically the situation in Tapachula. Now, let me just go to clip number 2. Right here, another one. As they are waiting outside for their paperwork, more than 300 arrived. That is something that is amazing. More than 300. Clip number 3. As outside of the building, it's clogged. And it is just humans being used. This is what it is. It is just the most lucrative business right now in the world is asylum and refugee seekers. That is the most critical and most lucrative business right now. And it is horrible. It is horrible. It's a dangerous journey. And these people don't know that when they're going to get to the border, their asylum seeking and refugee case is going to be put on hold. It's not going to be accepted immediately. This is clip number 3. Let me go to number 4. Look at that line, man. Look at that line. This is just amazing. Wow. It's clip number 5, I think so. This is an actual situation that is occurring right now at the border of Tapachula with Guatemala as 300 more migrants arrive to obtain the political or refugee pass that is that is basically, the process. You go over there to ask for your visa transit so you can move from one state to another. And this is the actual situation right here. Horrible. Let me see if I got another clip right here. Yes, I got another one. As desperation is getting into desperate times right here. Look at this, man. This is actual footage right now from the border of Tapachula with Guatemala. As more than 300 migrants arrived today. Let me just go to another clip. You see this clip right here. Another one focusing on the and you got Jen Psaki. You got Jen Psaki saying that this is a challenge. Wow. This is a challenge, huh? Es un reto. So the people's lives and children, it is a challenge for you. It is not a responsibility of your actions and your statements. So, it's amazing how this is a challenge for you, but it's not a responsibility for all these people that ultimately you provoked for this to happen right now. So it is not a challenge, right? I'm sorry, it is a challenge for Jen Psaki and the new administration. This is a complete disaster right here. And this is the detainees the other day on Yuma. But this is actual footage for everybody that's watching. This is 300. How's everybody doing? Good afternoon. This is the actual situation in the border of Tapachula with Guatemala. As you know, the current situation is that migrants are arriving by quantities, small quantities, and as they're arriving in small quantities, the process for asylum and the process for refugee seeking, it is long, it is hurtful, it is hurtful, and it is just it's draining. This all of this is draining, and particularly you see that this is the current situation over there as a new small caravan arrived with 300 people, and they don't know what is the expectation at the border. They actually don't know, and they're actually not going to know until they get you know the until they get to this until they get to this particular moment, that they are going to basically arrive to the border. As I show you the interview with the migrant yesterday, which he was crying because he arrived to the border and he said, they told me that it was open. This is what they told me. They told me that it was open. And now I arrive here and it is not opened. It's closed. So what is happening? So all these people that are waiting right here, ultimately their purpose is to, ultimately their purpose is to use to cross over here, and ultimately their purpose is to arrive to Guatemala and then go to the border. This is a problem. This, people, it is a crisis. I was just doing an interview with Actualidad Radio in a radio the station that is in Miami, with a couple Latinos, fantastic broadcasters. And as we did the interview in Spanish, I was explaining how the migrants are being cheated and how they are being used as the new lucrative business. It is the refugee and asylum cases. It is the new lucrative business. It is modern human slavery. This is what it is. People searching for a better life, but they're being used for a political front. And this is actual video right now of the border between Tapachula and Guatemala. It's sad because all of these people, when they're going to arrive to the border, they're, it's comparable that they are not going to be staying all the time. A lot of the time they cross illegally. A lot of the time they get desperate, and desperate times call for desperate measures. So they start doing something that is desperately in need for their families and their kids. But it is a crisis, and you got Jen Psaki saying that it's a challenge. Actual video for you guys right now of the situation that is happening. This ultimately trickled to this effect, that it is this that is an actual, it's an actual problem, and that is provoked right now by saying, you know what, let everybody come, man. Let everybody come. And it is sad. We have talked about, and we have been talking about the unaccompanied minors since I started broadcasting with this of the caravans and the irregular migration. We have been talking about this. 4,200 unaccompanied children detained. And what it is right now. More than 34,000 being trafficked since 2018 to 2019 and part of 2020. I don't know the number exactly right now, but it probably is doubled. And probably is tripled. We don't know exactly that. And, ultimately, the fake marriages and the fake matrimonies continue to pour. This report was given by the NTD, as they say, by Miguel Moreno, report 4,200 unaccompanied children detained. And I don't know if I played the video, it will take me to another page. I don't know if I let me try.
Not even a week ago, Border Patrol reportedly detained over 3,200 children at the U.S.-Mexico border, all without their parents. Now, according to CBS and CNN, that number's gone up by 1,000, 4,200 total. Border Patrol got back to us, but they neither confirmed nor denied those reports. So we're here in the Rio Grande. We came down here to get a feel for the area and speak with Texans about the influx of illegal border crossings. In the border town of Laredo, attorney Nelly Viama has practiced.
This is practically what is happening. As this video was provided by NTD News. As you guys heard right there what the gentleman was saying, and it is a heartful problem. You got Jen Psaki saying that she is going to be admitting unaccompanied minors. I just said this on a live feed I just said this in a live feed in YouTube and Instagram, and also I said it on the interview on the radio. So you got a House Speaker that is practically saying we are letting in only unaccompanied minors, and we already got a camp and all this kind of stuff. So you are basically telling the cartel and the organized crime and the coyotes, this is the business. Don't focus on adults. Focus on minors. Basically, you're telling them that because you're not creating a secure pathway for them from South America to your country. You are provoking and instigating and motivating these minors to embark on a journey, walking through a country that is my country of Mexico, that is number one for cartel activity, number two for child trafficking, and number two for killings of women. So you're telling all the minors, come, we will receive you, but it's going to be a long journey. You're going to have to walk and probably confront some traffickers, and boosting, and you're incentivizing the organizers for these fake marriages and fake matrimonies. And we don't know if the kids, how they are suffering in their native. It's just horrible, man. It's just horrible. This is evil and demonic. This is just evil and demonic, people. Everybody that is watching, this is pure evil and demonic. Pure evil. How can you not care about kids, man? The other day, as I was showing you guys a picture, of a woman coming down a pit and to cross, into the United States in Yuma. And it was a woman with a 5-year-old. Man, it broke my heart. I immediately melt down to my knees and I could not record because I cannot imagine myself putting my child or my son through that journey and through that trauma. And this is out of necessity through third world class countries. And ultimately, this is out of the United Nations creating a broken system that is the United Nations Globalist Compact of Immigration, that it does not work. It does not work. This broken immigration system done by the United Nations, it does not work. And if your purpose, it is to completely cause chaos and turn into and open up the borders to destroy sovereign nations, you are achieving it, United Nations. Because I don't see people from the United Nations educating migrants to tell them Canada has an open door. Canada also is accepting migrants. Canada signed the Globalist Compact of Immigration. Why everybody is going for the United States of America? Why is the whole purpose of these evil and globalist organizations only their purpose is to disturb the American sovereignty? Why it is only that? Why they don't tell you can migrate to France, you can migrate to Italy, you can migrate to Germany, you can migrate to Spain, you can migrate to Europe, you can migrate also to Canada, you can migrate also to this. You have all these scenarios and possibilities. The United States is also a place that is, it's amazing. It is just completely amazing. And all these business, man, it comes with the 42 unaccompanied minors, unaccompanied children. It is just horrible. It is just completely horrible, man. The situation at the border is getting by the day, horrible, horrible, horrible. It is a crisis. Jen Psaki, it is not a challenge. As a Mexican citizen, I'm telling you right now, this is not a challenge. This is not a joke. This is not who's first and I win. No, this is a crisis. And I will tell you why it is a crisis. This was just brought to me, and I love to provide evidence, man. This is the number one thing why I love to provide evidence, because it is evidence from firsthand, and it is ultimately, provided by our sources, that they're always bringing comparable evidence for everybody to watch. This is some migrants today took the decision. They're tired. They see that they're violating their humanitarian right in the camp of El Chaparral in Tijuana. And this is what happened today. For Jen Psaki, this is for you, Jen. These are migrants that today they took the decision to go to the Department of Human Rights and exercise their right to tell them we need portable bathrooms. Where is the United States of America, and where is the United States money that they are providing for us? Where is it? Where are all these promises from Joe Biden? Why they're not providing not even medical attention? And today, Pastor Alberto from Shelter Agape, that I have been there multiple times. I have been to Pastor Alberto's shelter multiple times. And I will tell this on, I will be transparent with this. There's 3 shelters that I admire, that I completely admire, because they do it out of the kindness of their heart, and they help people. Pastor Alberto from Shelter Agape, Pastor from the Little Haiti shelter. He helps a lot of people, and also Don Chema from Juventud 2000. He helps a lot of people also. So these 3 people today. Pastor Alberto was in the camp of the migrant camp in El Chaparral. And a lot of migrants approached him, and he said, Pastor Alberto, we need to go to the Department of Human Rights, the state and the federal. This is a video provided by Pastor Alberto as they arrived to this place. And I will read you the letter that Pastor Alberto wrote to the United Nations as a statement and as a declaration that his life is in danger. Not only his life, there has been a migrant that his life has been threatened late at night. Somebody from the organized crime came into the camp, and they threatened his life. So this is horrible what is occurring. This is video clip number 6 for you guys, provided by Pastor Alberto, as he is going to explain in Spanish, and I will pause the video to translate everything that he's saying. We are right here at the commission, the Federal Commission of Human Rights, and we are with migrants that they're coming in from the camp in Chaparral. And they're here to demand that please Put portable bathrooms for the children and put portable bathrooms for for the kids or for them.
500 inmigrantes ahí y pues no le han traído baños también que vean ambulancias.
And also that there's more than 1,500 migrants right there waiting. We need also medical attention. There's no medical attention, so we're coming right here to the humanitarian rights to demand and exercise our right to demand the government to tell the United States of America what is happening with the current situation and demand the government of the United States of America. Let me correct myself: the actual government of the United States of America to address the situation.
Hay varias noches que ya gente se ha desmayado y pues dura mucho para que lleguen las ambulancias.
There's several situations that which they have passed. Several migrants have faded, have fainted, and the ambulance or the medical attention comes really late. They take a long time.
El grupo Beta ahí tiene una ambulancia y como tiene una ambulancia, pero pues no tiene paramédicos, no tiene chofer.
Grupo Beta, that is the group that attends migrants, is saying, Pastor Alberto is saying there's an ambulance right there, but nobody's taking attention to us. The ambulance is just parked right there. There's no paramedics. There's nobody operating the ambulance. So why do we have an operative ambulance in the camp? 2, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, people are sick and nobody's there to give attention. And there's no medical attention, and migrants are right here to exercise their right. It is a violation of their humanitarian right to not see doctors. And particularly in these kind of camps, and also portable bathrooms, that we are just looking for the main necessities. So we are going to do the petition for the complaint form, right here present, all of us right here, for them to basically put attention to this situation. For them to take for them to bring the portable bathrooms, and for them to give us the attention that we deserve. This is actually happened today. This happened today. This actually happened today. Migrants went to the Department of Federal State of Human Rights, and today they said, you know what, enough is enough. Nobody from the government of the United States of America is coming out, is giving a statement. We need help. And then went today to exercise their rights and to ask for help. There's a comment right here. It says, special education teacher, Mr. K. Whose responsibility is this? Why is it the American responsibility? He's asking this question. I will answer you. Your current president of the United States of America said that he was going to let in 125,000 migrants in this season. And also he was going to let in 300 per day from the ports of entry of Tijuana, Juarez, and also Bronzeville. He said that he was going to let them in and, and particularly take them over in the United States of America, giving them housing, giving them school, giving them everything that they need. So this crisis, it is provoked at the border because of a person that said that he was going to be receiving quantities of migrants on a daily basis. This is the current situation. Jen Psaki is saying that is a challenge. Wow. Jen Psaki saying that it is a challenge. That's nice. That's nice to hear. Who wants, another great statement by Jen Psaki? Who wants another great statement? It is not a crisis. It is a challenge. It is a challenge because the past administration, oh my God, they left a broken immigration, system. Oh no, Jen Psaki. We know who's we know particularly, and we know exactly who started all of this, and we know that Obama started all of this. We know that Obama and the administration of Obama signed the Globalist Compact of Immigration with the past president that it was Enrique Peña Nieto, and they started this, and he had it ready for Hillary Clinton to sign it. But a surprise, Hillary didn't win. So now we got a problem. All the globalist, agenda of the narrative of pushing migrants through the border got stopped for 4 years. And now it's happening again. So you had to blame somebody. Nancy Pelosi and Jen Psaki blame the past administration, right? Amazing. This is not a crisis, they're saying. This is not a crisis. That is what they're saying. And this is the actual statement from the Commission International of Human Rights that it was giving to Pastor Alberto. It was a letter that he wrote to the Commission International of Human Rights. And I believe that this is a letter that it needs to be read for everybody to see. This is the letter of Pastor Alberto to the Commission International of Human Rights. Here you see it. This is the letter, and I will read it, and I will translate what it says. It says, on the top, it says, Comisión Nacional de los Derechos Humanos, National Commission of Human Rights, Tijuana, Baja California, 16 de marzo del 2021. Tijuana, Baja California, 16 of March of 2021. Albert Colon Rivera, North American or American citizen, 59 years old, with the address of Shelter Agape Misión Mundial, ubicado. There you have the location. Baja California with the phone number. With this document, I would like to present a formal complaint in the context of migration of the camp that is located in the Chaparral, Tijuana, San Diego border, awaiting for the crossings from the United States, from Mexico to the United States of America. We are presenting a current situation with sicknesses, respiratory sicknesses, due to the fact of the cold weather that has been affecting the Tijuana, Baja California city. And Grupo Beta, that is the group that I was telling you of, that they attend migrants, that they are close to that camp. They have an ambulance stationed right there in the port of entry, which it doesn't provide a driver and not even a paramedic. Doesn't even provide a driver or no paramedic, saying that they don't use it to attend emergencies or medical emergencies that people are presented by at the camp. The which I consider that is a violation to a right of health. Because during the night, several children have been presented difficulty to breathe. My God, this is horrible. Oh my God, man. I would like to add that it has been more than a year that I have been in the program that is as humanitarian rights and also journalistic rights of the human rights of the CNDH, which this program has been renovated for me in a short time. And they have commentated to me that the personnel now it is adscript to the National Guard, which they will provide me protection and the following to my case. Which are the ones they have not happened? And I have been fighting for my human rights and for the people's human rights that they have been camping out in El Chaparral, in the San Isidro border. I consider that my life is important to bring protection and security of my integrity. Motive, which is the one that I'm presenting a formal complaint, which of the ones that I just mentioned, without more of addressing Pastor Albert Colon. My God. Now I will remove this and I will kind of explain the motives of Pastor Alberto. I will explain, and I will be transparent with this. Pastor Alberto, it is a good man. It is a really good man. He has helped a lot of people. But what he's seeing on a daily basis in the camp, it is provoked by a man that opened his mouth and told everybody that he was going to help them. They leave him no solution but to go to the Commission International of Human Rights, or the Commission National of Human Rights, or the Federal Commission of Human Rights, to ask them for help, humanitarian help. And the humanitarian help is water to survive, medical attention, humanitarian medical attention, and ultimately for the kids. And ultimately for somebody to come out and fix this. I will ask my audience, and I will be really honest with you guys. I will ask you, is this a crisis or not? There's a comment right here. It says, Ann Waters, the USA is not responsible to take care of the world. Stay home. Tell that to your president. There's my response to you. I'm asking the audience if it is a crisis or not. Provoked by a globalist agreement with the globalist organization that is the United Nations. I'm asking you that. We need a stronger word than crisis. Thank you so much. It is an emergency. An emergency for a crisis. It's a disaster. Consider it, yes, as the way that they have managed the globalist compact, yes, is disastrous. It's going to be a catastrophe if they don't take care of it. Yes, it will be. This is exactly what the globalization is under the Biden administration all planned. They have planned it since he was a vice president. We are worried about these children. How about our children in the USA or Mexico? I completely agree with you, but this has nothing to do with the government. It has to do with the globalist pact of immigration, globalist compact of immigration, and also has to do with the president of the United States opening his mouth. We cannot justify ourselves that, we have a lot of poverty, and you're not even going to tell me about the poverty in Mexico and the children that are abandoned in my country of Mexico. There's a priority, yes. But this is another subject. That is immigration, the globalist compact of immigration. And I will be honest with you. There's a lot of people that they're migrating, that they're Mexican, and they have kids also. So this is a separate issue, completely separate issue. The situation in our country of poverty and the situation in our country with abandoned children and trafficking of children, it is a national issue of our country and of our government. That our government of Mexico has been incapable and has been putting parasites in government, sitting down on a pedestal and not doing anything for our people. This problem with poor people and with poverty in our country of Mexico has been for the longest of time and longest of years. This is a separate issue. This is a separate issue. That is immigration. It is exactly what is going on in the United States with the homeless deported, the homeless veterans. There is more than 500,000 homeless veterans in the United States of America. There's more than 1 million homeless people in the United States of America. It is not a problem that just happened 2, 3 years ago, right? It is a problem that has been occurring since the longest a time, right? The deported veterans, the problem that they're deporting veterans that they served in the United States of America, Army, National Guard, Marines, whatever it is, that is wrong and injustice. That is actually a problem that has been for the longest of time, right? So let's not find a justification. This is a total different problem. Let's address problems by problems. Instead of running, let's start crawling and let's start fixing the problems. This is a crisis that it was provoked by a globalist compact of immigration, by globalists and elite people, by leaders of the world that they are managing humans and using humans for their own narrative of opening the borders and destroying sovereign nations. Without a border, a country does not exist. We actually agree with that. But it is a crisis. There's a comment right here. Poor people that are being used to create a disaster. I agree with that. As you see, they're not being helped. You see Pastor Alberto taking migrants to go to the Commission International of Human Rights. And basically, moderate your comments, please. Basically put in, it's amazing. It's just completely amazing. This is going to be a catastrophe if this does not get regulated. This is going to be a catastrophe. Is going to be a catastrophe. And it is sad. It is really sad. Really, really sad. And nobody addressing this situation. You got Jen Psaki saying that it's a challenge, that is not a crisis. So, God bless you all. It's draining. It's really draining talking about this, man. Holy cow, it's draining, man. It's draining and it is sad. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Brew for Border Network News and America's Voice News. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless my country of Mexico, my city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, you guys are doing good. You guys are doing great. But this is the actual situation at the border as we explain a little bit of what is happening in our border. Yes, there is a crisis. I don't know how they don't want to address that. You got a person that went to El Paso, a senator that went to El Paso to say that is a crisis. You got the Mexican president on our territory saying that is a crisis. You got people from Europe saying that this is a crisis. You got every mainstream media in the United States of America and also in our country of Mexico saying this is a crisis. You got all people around the world saying that this is a humanitarian crisis. Third world class countries, they are suffering economically, so something needs to happen. You got Jen Psaki, and she comes out and says, let me circle back to you. It is a challenge. Wow. Well done. Great, huh? Great explanation. Hope that you enjoyed the live feed. It's raining over here, and I feel really bad for the people that they're in the camp right now, man. Really bad for the people that they're in Camp Hope. For all these people that they're outside in the rain and they're outside in the cold, and the kids. It's not even fair. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. I will tell you that. It is not fair at all. God bless you all. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. You can follow him at YouTube, Parler, Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. You can follow me as Oscar L. Blue. You can follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and also my channel at Telegram as Oscar L. Blue. It has been a pleasure talking to you guys. And like we always say, people, I forget something. I think I forget something before I say goodbye. Oh, follow Ben Berquam also from Frontline America with Ben Berquam and America's Boys News and Real America's Boys News. Follow that. You can go and get the app at Rumble. So go over there and watch Real America's Boys. Great channel. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always, your country's first. God bless.